What's up, gamers? It's Low Budget Gamer here, and today we'll be trying Cyberpunk 2077. I just wanted to do some ray tracing testing today, so we'll be going with that. As you can know, my specs are RTX 3050 laptop GPU with 4 GB DDR4 memory. My CPU is i5 11328 at 3.2 GHz of clock speed. My memory is 30 GB at 3200 mega transfers per second. So guys, let's start it on. So guys, we are in game right now, and I'm using the low preset right now. It's showing custom because it doesn't let us use DLSS. It let us use FSR, but I need to use DLSS DLAA for a transformer model. There's a problem with the game that in 2.2 the game quite became more demanding than before. So yeah, we'll get way less frames than 2.0. Right now I'm using the low settings. Everything is low in this, as you can see. All the settings are low. We'll go in game, reset the counter, and go in game and counter frames again. Ray tracing is off right now. I want to get a baseline how much we're gonna get. I tried all the DLSS. No matter what, it gives us somewhat same frames, 2 to 3 frames more than before. So yeah, let's go. The game looks much better than 2.0, if I have to be honest. It looks like it has some, like, you can see the reflection quality is much better than before. Like the base reflection, even the world looks much better than before. So I believe they did something in the game. I believe they ended up doing something. You can see like how good it looks. This is not ray tracing, if I have to be honest. This is low. This is full low settings and all. And I'm confused because I used to get in, I guess 2.0, I used to get around 60 frames in this laptop, and after 2.0, like, the game's performance did drop a lot. You can notice that if you have been playing this game, you'll notice that too, that the performance has gone down. But no matter what settings you use, the performance will be same. Plus our CPU does give bottleneck. As you can see, it's getting used so much. This variant of the Lenovo IdeaPad Gaming 3 is bad. The i5 11320H 320H is very bad. I wouldn't recommend anyone to go for that. So yeah, we got around a baseline basically. I forgot to turn on the counter. So yeah, here it is. We'll see if we'll get an average and see how much frames do we get, like how much different frames do we get in the whole game while using RT low, RT medium, and RT high. We'll try pat tracing also, but we all know that's not going to give us any good performance. I did have a mod, but I forgot the mod. If I find it, I'll post a short about the mod. I'll show you walking also, like we already, right? Yeah, while walking you can expect better frames anyway. The game still looks so beautiful in low also. They did do something, I feel like, in 2.0, because the graphics looks too good without ray tracing and all. So yeah, as you can see, we can get an average of 28 in native. This is native, remember, DLAA native. We'll see. We'll turn. Oh my god, that texture right there. It's so bad. So yeah, with ray tracing we can expect lower frames maybe, or we'll see how much changes do we get while using ray tracing. So we are back to the settings menu. I'm gonna reset this again. We are using these settings are gonna be same. We're just gonna get a baseline, how much you can expect, how much difference you can expect with ray tracing on. Ray tracing is on, of course. This is a low ray tracing preset, so like in low ray tracing you only get ray trace local shadows, but I'll turn on all the ray tracing presets, like, and also path tracing at the end of the video. So other than that, all the other settings are low right now, as you can see here. Some settings don't even matter, to be honest. Like local shadow quality because we already have like ray trace local shadows. So yeah, let's go in game and count our frames. So we are in game right now. As you can see, here we are getting like it's a 10 frames drop basically. We were getting around 30. No, sorry, we were getting around 38, 40 right in that time. But like now you're getting now we just going lower though. It's going lower. We're getting like 31, 30, 30, 28. There's ray tracing low right now. We are not using the best ray tracing setting. This, to be honest, the minimal ray tracing. You won't notice much. You will just notice the local shadows, and other than that, you will not notice anything else in this. But even then, if I have to say, the game does look very good in ray tracing. But even without ray tracing, the game looks very good. Just look at those reflection. These are like, of course, SSR reflection, but still they look so much good. I feel like the game has like default now like psycho ray trace SSR on. Shadows don't mean much though. Like I don't like to use shadow ray tracing anyway, but since it's low presets, we are gonna do that. It's going down though. The frames are going down. So yeah, ray tracing low. It's like it's already like puts stress to our GPU. Since we already have a ray tracing setting in the pipeline, the further more like ray tracing we add up and adding into the GPU, it will cost like less performance. It'll like hit the GPU lesser the more we use ray tracing. That's because we already have so much in the pipe. Like we already have a ray tracing already in the pipeline while rendering. So yeah. So yeah, you get around 21, 22. Here we are getting around 30 last time. So yeah, that's the cost of turning on ray tracing. Even though our laptop or our PC won't be able to run this game even at low settings right now, because after 2.2, I don't know what happened after 2.2. The game just became suddenly too demanding. Now I'll just go back and try to get the maximum performance we can get out of this, like the same performance. What DLSS we need to use? I will start with performance. Yeah, performance DLSS gets us to the like native low performance. Basically we're getting like 30 plus right now, 34, 35. As you can see in that area, if we go, we'll like probably understand how much we're getting. So yeah, as you can see, like in this particular area we were getting around 40, I guess. So yeah, 5 FPS difference in performance low. But if we watch that, it does go lower. The game of course is demanding, but now it's more demanding than before somehow. We'll drive and see how much difference does it make. Performance DLSS makes. We're getting 30, low to high 20s to 30. I won't even go to Docktown and try, because Docktown is way demanding. If you have okay, you can see it's still going into the mid 20s to the low 20s. If you have Docktown, like you won't be able to play, at least like in this. If you can make the game go, like if you can find the game at 2.0, or like make the update go back to 2.0, you can play this game in much better frames than like currently. As right now the game is quite demanding, much more demanding than the previous update. Maybe 2.3 will become more demanding. I do know that the game is improving its graphics as we like go high, like as we change, like as they update the game again and again. I don't want to go to the police, please. I just ended up killing someone again. So yeah, the game indeed is becoming demanding day by day. So yeah, that's the performance you get while ray tracing low. Now we'll go back and change the ray tracing to high, sorry, medium. Then we'll check how much like frames we get. So we are in game again, sorry, in the menu again. This setting like it's like the previous ray tracing setting in performance of transformer model. No ray reconstruction, it doesn't let us use anyway. No frame generation, it's used as anyway in our 4 GB RAM. Ray tracing is on, as you can see. Sun shadows, local shadows, and ray trace lighting is on right now in medium. No path tracing right now. It's this ray tracing is like basically quick preset medium. And other than that, these settings are all like preset low. As you can see, it's low right now, except for any strawberry. Of course, that's 16x. It doesn't affect performance much, so I like to turn this on at 16. So yeah, let's go in game, reset the counter and counter frames again. So we are in game right now again. As you can see, we are getting around 20 low 20s to low to around 15, 16, 18. Yeah, that's the similar frames we are getting. It's like hitting around 15 frames for just medium settings. After this, we probably won't get hit much more because, as I said, it's more like more ray tracing is pumped into the engine right now, and like it's already ray tracing has already started. So I don't think if we turn on reflection, the game is gonna tank much more frames than this. But yeah, it's not playable at all. Like ray tracing has become quite demanding. As I said you guys back then, to be honest, the game looks way worse than low right now. I feel like maybe because it's not native anymore, it doesn't look good. As I was saying in my last video, I feel like game developers deliberately try to unoptimize games for previous gen game like GPUs, so the game doesn't run properly. And since at 2.0 the game was running flawlessly, much better than this. At least right now the game is not running even like it's not even giving half the performance as it was giving. We'll try walking now. Basically, I love this game's world, and ray tracing does improve the visual quality, especially like the lighting and all. Like you'll notice the difference in lighting and reflection a lot. Shadows, as I say, shadows is unnecessary. I never turn on ray tracing shadows in any game, but since it's in preset, I'm just gonna use that and show you how much difference, like how much frames difference do you get in each setting. We'll try also fighting this time around. We haven't fought anyone, right? I don't know why. Were they innocent though? No, I don't think so. Wait, where did he come from? And why wasn't I healed? So yeah, that's, as you saw, like it's barely playable. It's not playable, to be honest, if I have to be honest with you guys. Maybe it's time to upgrade our GPUs because the corpos won't let us play this game anymore. So we are back into the menu again. Right now I'm using its showing custom. I don't have to explain why again. I hope so. We are using basically the ray tracing is preset of ultra. Like of course in this game after medium comes ultra. I don't know why. So yeah, this is ultra ray tracing settings, and other than that everything is on low. We are just testing ray tracing in this video, and like we already know how much performance we get in all these other settings. I told you back then, like the more ray tracing you have turned on, the less performance hit you'll get, because the ray tracing is already in the rendering pipeline. So the game, it's already like hitting the GPU. So since we now turned the ultra ray tracing, it's giving us similar frames to medium ray tracing, and even now it's not playable. It's very unplayable, but the game looks good. You can see those are like not SSR. These are all ray trace reflection. We can turn on ray reconstruction. What am I'm against the ray reconstruction, but it'll tank the FPS more. So like, I to be honest don't want to use that, no matter what. And it's, like, the game do look beautiful. Like much of the difference comes from the lighting and the reflection, of course, especially in the good areas. Those two like just change everything. Just look at this area. Just look at this area. Those, like, you can see those lights up there, how it looks much better than like the lower settings. So yeah, reconstruction isn't worth it. I'm just gonna call my car again and check how much performance we get. So like now, as you can see, the GPU totally flatline, as like there is no VRAM like available to play at ultra. I don't think so path tracing is gonna work anyway. This is basically driving, you know, the game takes a lot of frames anyway. Like it uses lots of VRAM, like it needs to render way quicker, so the game tends to give lesser frames. And like right now the game like doesn't have enough VRAM to actually run this game at ultra ray tracing, even at low settings. So yeah, that's that. We're gonna go back, change settings, come back again. This time we'll use path tracing. I don't think the path tracing will even work. Probably my GPU is gonna die, even if it's already dead. But still, we're gonna try and come back in just a second. So guys, this the last setting, of course. I don't know why am I even bothered to do that, because the GPU already crashed 5 times even in ultra settings. So that's why I'm gonna do like large testing. In ultra setting it was just crashing all the time. So yeah, we are using the same settings above here. Why this one is on? I don't want that. Don't give me that. That's just thanks FPS more. Other than that, as you can see, the king of ray tracing is turned on. Path tracing is on, and besides this, everything is at low. So yeah, let's go. Counter FPS, reset this. Okay. It's it's totally not playable. We are getting a slideshow, of course. What else could we have expected anyway? It's of course gonna be a slideshow. Oh my god, it's so hard. I'm just gonna stop driving maybe. This just... I hope... Okay. I hope OBS didn't crash already seeing this. But dang, we're going ultra like... how much we're getting in ultra? 9 and 10 frames maybe? Yeah, we're getting this ultra frames now. Ultra ray tracing frames now. I'm just gonna walk. I'm just gonna walk and see, like, do we get lower frames? So we're getting similar. We're getting 1 FPS more while walking. This is if you just want to walk in the game and you don't mind a headache, then you can use this setting. Then path tracing is for you. There was some mod I forgot, like where you could make the... Oh my god, it's going down. Okay, this part is quite demanding, I believe. Like there was a setting, mod file, where you could just make the ray tracing count less, like the bounce less for path tracing, and that used to give higher performance than even Psycho, because that's what I use for my RTX 3070 because it wasn't able to run path racing, and I wanted to run path racing no matter what. Okay, this is quite demanding. So we can guess we are not gonna get any more higher frames than this. So yeah guys, that's it for the video. I hope you all liked it. As you can see, like, the game performs way lower than expected because I had already tested this game. I had completed this game basically in my GPU, and back then I used to get much higher frames than this. That was around 2.0 update. I don't know what happened, but the game just became quite demanding right now. I thought like we would get at least same frames in the other settings, but no, we are not getting the same frames, and ray tracing just like eats more frames now. So I hope you all liked it. I hope it was entertaining for you, and you at least got some knowledge out of it, that the game actually became way demanding than before. So that's it for today. I hope you all like, as I keep on saying that I hope you all like it. I hope you all subscribe and put the thumbs up, and don't forget to press the bell icon because that helps me a lot. That's it. Have a great day. Take care.